What up? This is Austin from the Sports Chief, and we're going to hit you up with another NASCAR DFS preview for the Go Bowling at the Glen at Watkins Glen. It's a road course up in upstate New York. Um, as far as the racing goes here, it's a pretty interesting road course. It's probably my favorite of the two road courses that are on the circuit. Um, it's pretty interesting to run here. So it's high speeds and a lot of gear shifting, things like that. That's you're going in high speeds, going in the corners and the S's, things like that. So it's a pretty fun race to watch as far as that goes. So our strategy this week, of course, is to win you guys some money, and hopefully I'll help you out making out your DFS lineups here. Been on a little bit of a slump, to be honest with you, as far as how I've been performing in DFS. But I feel like we'll right that ship. And that's kind of foreshadowing to one of the drivers I'm picking as far as, in a slump. So let's hit it out. I believe this is race 19, 20. This is race 22 of the season. So the Chase, well, not even Chase anymore, but the NASCAR or Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series playoffs are coming up soon here. So let's check it out and let's see which route we're going to go with here in the Sports Chief, and I'll walk you through some of the lineup or the prices here. So let's take a look here. Kyle Busch is your highest priced guy this week, starting in third. He's 11.6. Martin Truex Jr. starting in fourth. He'll be 11.3. Kevin Harvick starting in 15th at 10.9. We got a lot of 10K guys this week. Brad Keselowski is at 10.5, starting in 10th. Chase Elliott is on the pole at 10.3. And then Kurt Busch at $10,000. Kind of shocking that Kurt Busch is at 10K. But he's starting in the 7th spot. So DraftKings looks like they're making it a little tougher on us as far as making up your lineup. And I'm going to do it a little different from the way I've did my past videos. So I've already gotten my lineup in my head. And I'm going to walk you through as far as, I guess, as good as I can as far as tiers go. May not pick a driver in every single tier, but I'm going to try to walk you through that and kind of pick it in order of the way I'm going. So practice speeds are very important here, and that's something I look at every week. And 10 lap averages, 5 lap. I believe NASCAR, the website, has something about 5 lap and 15 lap averages. I don't know if many people did the 15 lappers, but and also his history at this track is very important. So guys that have performed well here before, that's a big deal here at this track. Which, that's probably why Kyle Busch is most expensive. I believe he's ran 14 starts here. He has 12 top 10s. Very good racer here at Watkins Glen. If you'd watched the Xfinity race, something happened to him today where he was leading the race and he parked it. He's also won a race here. I believe Martin Truex has as well. I believe Kyle's won too, actually. So, looking at this here, this is definitely my personal opinion. But, when Marcus Ambrose was running the Cup circuit, he was dominating at road courses. AJ Allmendinger, he had his little spell where he was doing very well at road courses. I believe there's a new road course ringer, if you want to call it that, and his name is Chase Elliott. So Chase has not gotten a top 10 since June. At Pocono, June the 2nd, almost May, and that was like the Coke 600, almost Memorial Day weekend. So almost the entire summer, Chase has not gotten a top 10. That is going to end the day, or Sunday. That is going to end. I'm going with Chase Elliott. He's starting on the pole. He would be my pick to win the race. I'm not sure exactly what the odds are for him winning, but his speeds are just too good, and he looked too good at Watkins Glen last year, and his road courses are something that he's picking up on in the Glen as one of his better ones. His first truck win was at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. I think he's an excellent road course driver, and even if he doesn't win the race, I still feel like he'll lead 20, 30, 40 laps, somewhere in that vicinity, and come away with a good finish for you. And I'm going with Chase Elliott. So as far as my 10K guys, that's who I'm going with. Now, if you look here, you could go with Kyle Busch. It's going to be tough to pick a solid lineup with him, though. One guy that's really, Harvick, he could be a chalky pick. But Brad Keselowski, historically, is one of the better drivers here. He has won here before, I'm pretty sure, and he's running pretty well. His speeds were in the top. One of the practices, his top speeds wasn't that great, but as far as average laps goes, he looked like he was pretty fast. And starting in 10th spot, I like Brad to get a top 10, and I'm going to pick Brad this week. I don't think he'll be that heavily picked, and I like him better than Boyer probably at this race. Harvick was not very fast in practice, and I'm going to tell you, if I didn't go Chase Elliott, I think you have to go Busch or Truex. Those two guys looked really quick. And, Denny Hamlin is quick as well. I won't be going Denny. But me breaking it down in tiers, so my 10K guys, I'm actually choosing 2. I'm going to try to go with 2 because I feel like there's a lot of value towards the bottom here when you look at these guys down at the bottom. I guess they would be at the bottom. But I think there's some value there that you can sift through here. Another guy, hey, you look at Joey Logano, he's starting in 21st. He has dominated the Xfinity Series here at this track. His speeds were okay, but starting in 21st spot, it's going to be hard for me to not see Joey Logano get a top 10. It's going to be hard. Yeah, I think that's pretty tough for him not to get a top 10. I'm going to go Joey. I'm going Brad and Joey, and the only other guy I can see you picking in this route would be Ryan Blaney starting in 19th. That's also an attractive option. Erik Jones starting in 14th. He has run well at road courses in the past. I just don't think he's an okay road course driver. I don't know. Maybe he's learned a thing or two, but I don't feel as comfortable going with him. I feel like I've got 3 guys there that, hey, they're champions. And I feel pretty good about that. Ryan Blaney, Jimmy Johnson starting in 8th. Pretty high spot for him as far as starting position goes. Kyle Larson in 5th. Daniel Suarez is going to be very chalky this week. I'm not going to go that route. I just don't think he's been performing that well as of late, and I don't feel comfortable going that. My strategy is more of a cash game probably, but a little bit of a tournament strategy as well. Kind of I guess you could say moderately risky strategy, I guess you could say. Aric Almirola is not that great of a road course driver. Chris Buescher starting in 16th, I think, is a very good option, but you got a guy, as I go down my tiers here, you got a guy right below him in Alex Bowman. He was the fastest in opening practice. His 10-lap averages are very fast, like his teammate William Byron and Chase Elliott. I really like Bowman, the showman, this week. Starting in 17th, hey, this looks like this could be the top 5 finishers of the race, in my opinion. I really like it. Going Bowman there, and now I've got a really low price point at 62. Ryan Newman's just an okay driver here. William Byron starting in 2nd. He would be an okay option. It's just tough going with him. I think when you pick these high-priced guys like Kyle or Truex, it's going to be tough to go with a Byron unless you think he will win the race, and even then, it's going to be pretty tough. I don't know enough about him at road courses, to be honest. Daniel Hemrick is 23rd. He's okay. He'll probably end up getting a top 17 or 18 finish. Menard as well. Michael McDowell starting in 11th. Good road course driver, but I think you're looking at 15th or 16th with him. AustYn Dillon in 28th. Would not touch AustYn Dillon at a road course. No chance. Matt Dibenedetto actually got a top, 5 finish at Sonoma. He looked actually pretty decent in practice at top 15 speeds, top 20. I think Matt Dibenedetto would be your guy at 6,500. That would be my choice going through this year. He's going to get positive points, and hey, he's got momentum going. I'm trying to think, when did he get that top 5? Was it last week? No, 2 weeks ago. At New Hampshire. He's got Joe Gibbs engines underneath him. I feel pretty confident about him. So as you scroll down, Ryan Preece will be a decently picked guy. One guy that I'm going with, I think, is going to be, and Bubba Wallace is not, he's very bad on road courses. One guy that I'm going with this week, actually, in that truck race that Chase Elliott was in a few years back at the Canadian Motorsports Park, this guy was actually battling with him on the last lap, and that is Ty Dillon. So I'm going to pick Ty Dillon in 27th spot. Why am I picking Ty Dillon? Well, Ty, he had a decent speed or practice had very well. What am I trying to say here? He had two pretty decent practice sessions. He got in 20th in one of them, and I feel like he'll be. Hey, I'm just looking for positive points, to be honest with you. I feel like Joey Logano is my pick there to pass a lot of cars. Bowman as well, and Dibenedetto. I feel like all three of those guys could get top tens. And hey, Brad Keselowski, if he wins the race, that's not a 9 place differential. So that's pretty good. I do think Chase Elliott will win the race, and I feel like you have to go with him. But this is my strategy. This is the route I'm going. If there's plenty of options you can go with. That was the best strategy I could figure out here. So I've already got it cleaned up. So I mean, the only guy would be Keselowski and Elliott swapped up. But that's what the sports chief is rolling out there. So that's what we're going with here. I really feel like Chase Elliott's going to put on a show, and Alex Bowman's coming into his own as well. He's won a race already, and he looks pretty quick in practice. Of course, you never know until the race. The thing about Watkins Glen and these road courses is that one mess up in a corner, one wheel hop, something could, bad shift, anything like that could ruin your day. And I typically pick a lot of those guys that do those things for some reason. But I feel very confident about this week, no pun intended, but I was going towards Chase Elliott having a really rough summer. And we've been slumping here at the Sports Chief on DFS wise for a couple weeks, but I feel like this week we're going to redeem ourselves, and I feel very confident. Road courses are a thing that I think I have a knack for as far as picking, a lot of the talent guys. So there's our lineup. You can comment below here on the YouTube video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, follow us also on Twitter at The Sports Chief, on Instagram, same handle, or www.thesportschief.com. We got some cool and exciting stuff here. So, yep. So, got any questions? Just hit us up, and good luck on your Go Bowling at the Glen DFS lineups.